guys are live now. I've already got the notification.
Let me let me find the let me find my
Find,
live
find the.
my channel.
I think I just followed the link from the old one.
Oh, I'm not on voice or
On studio.
yeah, I'm on voice. All right, how do I sound? Does it sound better?
Get off of HD. Oh, pause that. All right.
All right, everyone say a sentence. I want you to say um Aunt Fanny was my manny nanny.
Aunt Fanny was my manny nanny.
Okay? TJ?
Aunt Fanny was my manny nanny?
All right.
Nanny nanny? Handy manny. I don't know.
All right, I got to listen.
Chat.
Okay, I'm a little too loud still. It's because I don't. Matt, do you know how recording works on thing? Windows.
On Windows?
Yeah. Why does my audio levels constantly get boosted? Like my
Oh my
microphone.
God, I just heard two different Johns at the same time.
What?
Okay, what's going on? The live recording was coming back to me too. So I got really confused.
Okay, I don't know if I'm too loud or too quiet now. Hey. All right, I'm gonna talk like this now. It says at 84% microphone line in volume instead of 94, which is what it defaulted to. Okay, how's that sound? All right.
Okay, and then I'm gonna talk like this. Do, 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 do. Talking like this.
Okay,
Talking like
TJ?
this.
I
Talk.
am speaking in a voice. E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, we sound fine. All right. I have an Xbox controller in my hands for some reason. Okay,
This is my voice.
but I don't have anything.
This is my country. I don't know the rest of the words of that song.
I don't know what to talk about.
Yeah. Hey, I'm good, more or less.
I
Where'd
don't
my
have
pop out
any-
go?
I don't have anything, guys.
We'll figure it out as we go. But what happened to my pop-out chat? I wanted to close the window, but not the pop-out chat.
What's happening in the news, guys? What can we talk about?
Well, we still didn't talk about VR last week, so that's
We did
kind of
not talk
rollover.
about PSVR, so that's a thing.
And I had to sell it last night, so that was a thing.
Oh yeah, we can talk about the PSVR
We
launch.
can talk about exploding Samsung phones.
I mean, I guess.
Full recall. I mean, what else do we have to say about
it? It's over now. Anyway. What the hell?
You shouldn't close if I close this, right?
On a thing today.
See if I can
Let's
still
find a news
comment
story.
here. Okay, cool.
Oh,
So I've got a pop out of just the chat now over
so
on the
you can
YouTube
see
thing. Yeah,
How do
won't tell me how many viewers, but
all of the one viewer that's watching.
pop-out chat.
because you know
Yeah.
I'm all about that chat. About that chat.
Oh, I can talk about Overwatch. I played Overwatch
Talk about that new mode.
on stream. Yeah, the new mode. Overwatch. And I bought some loot crates. Some
Crates.
some crates in Overwatch. Oh man, do I have a science corner this week? Oh no. I don't have one. Did I promised a science corner, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Dang it! Let me look up nature.com and find an article. Something I've read in the last week. Anyway, I guess we're waiting. Not really waiting for Adam, but
Waiting for tonight.
Whoa!
And you could be there in my heart.
The waiting for tonight.
Whoa.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a good
Yep.
song. I don't know. Nothing happened. I don't got
Nothing.
any science. Guys,
We could just make science.
failed.
We could just make
We could
science
just
happen.
make science. Oh my god. I'm just so deflated now. I had such a busy day. That's it, really. Oh my god, what?
What
Why?
was that?
I'll mute you. For God, I'll mute you.
We could just do this on Twitch instead. Yeah, at this point.
I'm just making a song. Hey, Matt, please stop that.
Yeah.
Can I hear the pitch bent Ashkan farewell?
Oh.
I'll make sure to talk over it whenever it's playing, so not a snippet of it doesn't get
YouTube
content
copyright
ID.
claimed.
I got
Yeah.
copyright claimed already because of that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that one wasn't shifted.
This isn't sound shifted. This is not
It's
shifted.
It sounds a little
one
shifted.
step.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Shifted
is?
down one half
I can
step.
hear it.
Okay.
That
Okay.
should be enough.
Well,
Because
I'll
that
talk over
also
it.
stretches out the time very slightly.
Yeah, so it isn't like it doesn't match up with the time. All right, it'll be fine. Because I'll do a koozie if Adam's here. So. Yeah. Okay, please stop. I can't like think when there's loud music playing.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just fucking get into it. Fuck it. I don't have anything to talk about. Like, I have Overwatch, and I don't have a science corner.
We'll talk about
Because I
things.
spent most of the week trying to get, like, think about this haunting thing and looking up, like, EVPs and stuff. I want to get one of those cool, like recorders. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? EMR. Electromagnetic, like, stuff one. That sounds cool. Anyway.
The Rogue One trailer came out.
I know, I heard about it. I have not seen it yet, but it looked, I saw
should look at
stills
it.
from it.
It looks like the landing at Normandy meets like samurais in
Wow.
Star Wars universe. It's like crazy awesome looking.
All right. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 237. I'm your host, John Rowe.
You didn't give me my cue line.
You make your own cue line. It's fine.
I'm joined by your co-host Matt Haig.
And your other co-host, TJ.
I need to let you guys figure out how to live on your own, huh? Or else you're going to be living in my apartment forever. I got to push you out. I turned 31 this week. I can't have kids living in my house anymore. I got to push you youngins out. Yeah. I don't know. Learn to live on your own, huh? Matt, how's living on your own?
It's all right.
You're not alone,
I
though.
saw Mercury for like all of 15 to 20 minutes today.
Oh, yeah? Tell him
Now
I
he's
said
gone
hi.
again.
Does he hate
I think
me?
he's at a show tonight.
Does he hate
No, I
me
don't
'cause
think he's heard that episode yet.
Oh, so he's not keeping up.
I don't know. But I think he's got a show tonight, and
You
then he'll be
mean
out of town again for like
Mercury
another half a
Stardust
week.
strip and shout?
Yeah.
That's a thing. Today at 10 p.m. I don't know what this means.
What?
What's strip and shout?
It's just burlesque, man.
What is it? What? What? I thought burlesque wasn't stripping.
I mean,
I don't know.
half dozen of
When you
one,
say
take off your
strip
clothes
and
for the
shout,
other.
I just assumed.
I mean, it's not pole dancing,
Okay.
unless if I mean, I could see that work. I don't know. I don't know these definitions.
I'm just saying. The
I've
lines.
seen all of like 3 burlesque shows, and it all blurs together for
The
me.
lines are gray to me. You know.
Me too.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's been great.
I think okay. I think this is it. So when you're stripping like at a strip club, that's just getting naked with no context. But for a burlesque show, there has to be like more of an artistic bent to it, or like a story behind your performance.
Uh huh.
That's the best I could summarize it, I think.
What if my story is, I got to take these clothes off. There's fire ants on them.
That actually doesn't sound too far off
That would be a good story.
of some
Yeah.
of the yeah.
Set to, let me think of the song. It's Mercury. This is your new act. I'm coming up with it. All right.
Burning,
you're-
burning, disco
Nope.
inferno.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
ah.
Yeah. Any or like Hunka Hunka Burning Love, maybe. anything with burning in the title. Pick your favorite song you can dance to. But all right, here I'm gonna set the scene. All right, you're a sexy little entomologist. All right, thank you. You're a sexy entomologist, and it's been a long day at the ant exhibits, the ant farms, and you're like, I'm gonna relax, and you fall asleep, and you dream of the ant queen asking you into her chamber. And she's there. She's beautiful. But more beautiful than you could ever imagine. And of course you make love. Obviously.
I'm
See,
gonna
this
stop you.
this is more like a porn.
Wait,
This
what?
is also not burlesque.
Whoa,
This
whoa.
is just erotica. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Wait,
Yeah.
alright. So, then, you wake up and there's just fire ants all over you and you have to take your clothes off. Is that good?
Oh, I just took a sip of
Yeah.
my RC Cola.
Alright.
Oh, that was. Oh,
That's
Oh, look at Mr.
why?
Fancy Pants with his royal crown.
Royal Cola.
it's so good though,
I have Coca-Cola Cherry Zero.
and it shares a name with RC Pro Am, one of my favorite racing games for the
That's
Nintendo.
true. It's a good one.
I
yes.
just have kava tea. That's
I
what
don't know
I'm
what
drinking.
that is.
Well, I know
It's
he's
a
not drinking
plant.
beer because he tweeted about it.
Yeah. I'm out of beer, and I have negative $10 in my checking account until tomorrow.
Well, that doesn't
And-
seem very good.
Okay, last night there were 3 beers in the fridge,
Yeah.
and I was gonna have one and then have 2 left for tonight, and then
Uh-huh.
something happened.
Maybe Mercury
I'm not
drank them.
entirely sure what. No, I think Mr. Hyde drank them.
Oh, okay. I have a thought. Matthew,
Yes.
have you heard of
Is it a
toilet
sexy
wine?
thought?
If you have juice, you can make toilet wine pretty easily.
I don't have juice either. I have
Mm.
flour and water,
Okay.
some oil that's been slightly used.
You can make some bread with those ingredients.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I am gonna do later if I wake up starving.
You can make some hardtack.
Well,
Matt,
if you fry it, it's not even like it's just kind of like
I
like
got-
a really greasy pita.
I got some. Okay, Matt, it's an
Yeah.
intervention. You've spent so much on your VR that you can't even feed yourself. You're eating greasy pitas. You're drinking midnight beers. You're on a road to destruction. The VR has sucked you in too far, my friend.
That is true.
Are you spending more time in your virtual world and no time in the real world?
Yeah, are you
I
jacked
haven't
in?
been spending any time in VR because it's like I have such a small space to work with right now that it's just not even worth it for me to put it on.
No room space? Room scale?
So,
Matt,
yeah.
guess what I have? You lay yourself down and you put on the virtual reality headset.
What do you
Inside.
have?
The virtual reality headset. You see the queen ant. And, of course, you make love.
All right.
I have a
But what do
very
you have?
specific fetish. Anyway,
I've got a very specific set of fetishes.
yes. I don't have a VR headset. I don't have a PSVR, but I do have a PS4. TJ, what can you tell us about the PlayStation virtual reality headset?
You wear it.
Okay. That was pretty good.
But honestly, so PlayStation VR headset.
Yeah.
Couple things I didn't know until last night. Not
Okay.
that I bought it. Not that I
Yep.
whatever. But we did the late night launch over at my store and whatnot, and
Was that midnight or like a little bit before?
midnight Eastern. So the whole country gets it at midnight Eastern. So 11:01 here
Oh, nice.
because I'm in the Central Daylight Time Zone.
Okay.
GMT. That's a UTC -5 for people who are keeping track.
Stardate
But,
1171.021.
In the third age.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that the VR had a little processor box that it came with.
Yes, yeah.
Because I was wondering why the VR came with an HDMI cable. I'm like, your system comes with an HDMI. Why would you need one?
Yeah.
But it's VR to the processor box.
Yeah.
The PlayStation has a HDMI that goes to it, and then an HDMI outs to your TV.
Yep.
And
a
then that
pass-through
thing's
box.
also powered. But yeah, it's
Yep.
a pass-through box, and it kind of doubles up on your processing speed. Other than that, we still had extras.
Yeah, it didn't sell out.
At least not the late night. I
Yeah.
don't think my store did a very strong. Hey, come in and buy it. We'll have extra.
Yeah.
Come in, please.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's as I kind of mentioned last week. But then my internet roboted out on me and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
It's the budget VR. It's gonna be your ease of entry for VR for anyone who doesn't have, $1.50 to drop or doesn't already have a $800 or more gaming PC.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess I'm looking on the GAF, and it looks like sold out some places, but not
Yep.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
seems
It's a decent
spotty.
start though, especially
Yeah.
for
I'm
a
not seeing any hard sales numbers, just predictions still.
Yeah, it's pretty early. I am hearing that the Harmonix Music VR game is pretty good, though.
Yeah, I heard. Is that Thumper? Is that one?
No, that's a game just called Harmonix Music VR,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which actually uses your music library and then just makes some interactive stuff to do in that music stuff. But I heard Thumper is pretty good. There's that. What's the other one? I don't know the games anymore. Some people are getting that Until Dawn.
Rush
Rise of-
Blood.
Oh,
Rush of Blood, yeah.
what's that one? Jeez.
Sure. I've heard Thumper's
Come
pretty
back to me.
cool though. I've heard there's a Batman VR.
And that's a pretty inexpensive game. I mean, for it being a
It's
2 to
$20.
3 hour experience, but it's a $20 game, so
PSVR launch games. So I haven't played this either, but I know. Let's just see what Kotaku said about their favorite and least favorite games. I guess they said Super Hypercube was supposedly really good, which is kind of like a VR Tetris, I guess. And I've heard people explain like, like you probably won't need VR for this, but like just adding the VR kind of adds some immersion and like just makes the sense of scale so much cooler. Like it just makes the game better. You know what I mean? Because you're dropping like Tetris pieces basically onto a board from above, and you kind of get that feeling of falling down. So it supposedly is pretty cool, actually.
Res is the game that I was thinking of.
Yes, Res.
I know there's a new
Psychedelic rail
there's
shooter.
there's also a new Eve game as well, Eve Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's been out on the other
Yeah.
headsets.
I'm seeing that there's an eBay listing for the VR launch model for $12.50. They won't get that.
No,
I
they're
hope
not
not.
sold out anywhere.
I want these scalpers to get stuck with their product.
Yeah, job.
They probably don't
Simulator.
even have it. They're probably just drop shipping it.
So yeah, that's true. Job Simulator is also available. That's really good. I've heard that it's like this is a worse version of the Vive version, which is like it just doesn't feel as good.
Oh,
'cause
they had
the
to like scale it back.
Well, no, not even that. It's just the motion tracking isn't as precise and good, so it just doesn't feel as good. And that's probably the biggest issue I think I've heard with the PSVR is that just the motion tracking is just not where it needs to be.
I don't know if it's specifically the motion tracking or how quickly the game responds to your motion tracking, and that might have to do with the processor, the fact that no one has it on the pro hardware yet.
That's possible. Yeah, I mean, I've just heard that I guess the Move controllers, they're from like 2008, 2009. I mean, they're like almost 6 years old or something at this point when they started putting those out, and the camera, so it's kind of like this isn't the newest motion tracking technology. That it's just not like. It's not. I mean, having played a Vive and watched people play this, and kind of seeing how the motion tracking is just a little bit stuttery on the hands, and it's good from what I've heard. Though people are like, it's a great headset. It looks good. It's just not as premium as the Vive. Like the Vive just works like it fits like a glove. Basically, you get in it, it's good. This isn't that, but supposedly it's
Definitely hard to go down.
It's half the price. You know what I mean? Like, and if you can get some really good games and experiences for half the price, I mean, heck, supposedly Thumper, yeah, it's a VR rhythm game. The developer calls it a rhythm violence game.
I need to look that up because I like my rhythm games.
Yeah, so like basically you're like on like a track going through this like neon hell space, like, and it's just like huge, like just noise rock drum just like supposedly it sounds pretty cool though, like as a rhythm game. Yeah, that is one thing you don't get though. It's like, oh, you could just play this in not VR, it'd be fine. It's like, yeah, but something about when you've played VR, the sense of scale that you get, like just having that world immersed around you, like when I played Minecraft in VR on my Gear VR, like just the sense of how big the world is you're in just really hits you when you can just look in 360 directions. You just feel
the experiential piece where you're sucked into a game as opposed to watching a game is just something you can't emulate, even with the biggest TVs or the curved TVs or any other technology that's out there.
You feel like you're in it,
Yep.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
VR. So PSVR, something that I found out again last night from some people picking it up, is I found out that it is playing. It allows you to play all of your regular PS4 games in just cinematic mode.
Yep.
Just like anything else you do, like watching movies and whatnot. It basically emulates a 220-inch TV screen.
Yeah, you can do that. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Which is
I've
kind of
done
something...
some of that on the Vive, where I've just watched Netflix on like what looks like a 20-foot tall screen.
Yeah, I've done that with my Gear VR on my phone. There's a Netflix app, and you just like sing in a virtual living room with this just absolutely fucking enormous TV, which is pretty neat. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do.
So I think the next step here would be social watching via the internet, where everyone watches a Netflix show together in a virtual space.
Yeah.
And then you could talk over your headset with it too.
Yeah.
There is some stuff like that for the Vive right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's still pretty early betas.
Yeah. So it sounds like the Harmonix Music VR is $15, and that's like a kind of more like a big demo, basically. Like there's 4 game modes. It plays music, and it's more of like a fun sandboxy kind of music game. Not
Hang
like
out in your music and play with the stuff that they got
like
in front
little
of you.
toys and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just reading like the launch here on Ars Technica. They kind of go through everything. They're like, these are the ones you should buy. Headmaster supposedly is really neat, where you are playing football or soccer, of course, and you have to score goals, and it's all about like getting better at soccer, but you're like in soccer jail where you need to, it's like Portal, like a little bit, where you're like having to do these like feats to get like move forward, and I suppose it's kind of quirky and fun. But they said actually one of the coolest traits is it is just I guess all sorts of weird stuff like you have to it's all about heading the ball, like using your head to hit the ball, and you have to like knock it into basketball nets or hit a dynamite ball into some boxes. It's just like kind of crazy weird stuff. And there's some spoilery Portal-like story happening in the background. So that sounds pretty cool. Like it's called the Football Improvement Center that you're stuck in. So it sounds kind of quirky and neat. But they said I guess the head tracking is really impressive. Like you don't need controllers for that one, so you're just kind of moving your head. But apparently it works really well. So.
You get dual response on that because there are gyros in the headset.
Yeah, exactly.
In addition to the move tracking.
Yeah. And then Res Infinite's supposedly good. Like if you like Res, get in on it. Get your vibrator. You know what I'm talking about, Matt?
Nope.
Oh, you don't know about the Res vibrator?
Out of context. No.
So Res, when that came out, was that originally a Dreamcast? No, it was PS2, right?
I think so.
Okay, so the Res had the Trance Vibrator, which is a force feedback device.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
They came out with the PlayStation 2 version of Res in Japan, and it is a USB device.
Wait.
The Trance Vibrator was included in a special package version of Mizuguchi's game Res, released only in Japan on the PlayStation 2. This USB-enabled device, which pulses in time to the beat of Res, it's the in-game music, providing stronger vibration effect than the PS2's DualShock controller is capable of delivering. The original purpose of this device was to enhance the game experience, with users placing the device in a pocket, beneath the feet, or under the buttocks. However, the very nature of the Trance Vibrator, as well as its name, has led many to facetiously consider the device to be a masturbatory aid. The Trance Vibrator comes packaged with a soft, smooth, and removable washable sleeve, presumably for hygienic reasons. So the Trance Vibrator also worked with Space Channel 5 Part 2 and Disaster Report.
I own Space Channel 5 Part 2.
Yeah.
Where do I get this Trance Vibrator?
It's Japan only, so you might be able to find one. ScrewAttack.com named it their best video game accessory. So I think the idea was that, like, originally, like, you're going to put this, like, on your chest, basically, or something, and so you can, like, feel the rhythm of the music, on you, but, like, the translation from Japan calling it the Trance Vibrator is just... I mean, it came with a removable sleeve. That's weird.
I'm sure they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that would fit anywhere comfortable now that I'm looking at it, but
it's
still.
It's like a box. I don't know if... It's not particularly vibrator shaped.
Oh, are you serious? So Play Asia has a listing for it. They're out of stock. But I'm looking at the pictures where it says, click on a thumbnail to see more pictures of the Trance Vibrator.
Uh-huh.
Here's the box, here's it out of the box, and then there's 2 pictures of a young lady with it in positions.
Yeah, what? It's on PlayAsia.com?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes, it is.
I see what you're saying. Oh, she's fully clothed.
Also,
Yeah, she is, but still.
You get what she's going
yes,
at.
It looks like it eBay's for around $60.
fully has underwear on.
But anyway, I love PlayAsia, by the way. What are you doing?
I'm just looking at the same stuff you're looking at.
I would say a lot of the recommendations for this seem to be a bit on the blue side as well. PlayAsia is awesome. You know why? The PS4 is region free. You can play any Japanese game you want. I have one Japanese game on my PS4.
Is it Dead or Alive Extreme 3?
No, I did not buy Dead or Alive Extreme 3. I bought. Oh yeah, there's apparently they have a section here for all English Asian games, so it must be Asian games that have English translations built in. Well, none of these look good. Basically 90% Gundam games that are Japanese for the PS4. But no, I bought Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Oh yeah, you talk about that.
Yeah, that's a really cool game, and you don't even really need to know Japanese to play it. You know, it's Oh,
It's
look
a
at
puzzle
that!
game. What do you expect?
I bought it for way more than this. Whatever. It's 40 or 35 now. I bought it for 60 when it came out, but I mean it's fun. Like if you like a good Puyo Puyo game, it's good.
It appears we've got company.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Adam, are you on? Is your mic
I
working?
am.
Adam's here,
I'm here.
and he's ready to receive you. Adam, what's up?
Oh.
You set the studio there?
Yeah.
All right, let me just boost your audio because you're quiet as always.
Ah.
All right, we're good. None of that.
Great.
Huh? Matt,
Welcome to Born in the 80s.
yeah. Okay. And
All
my
right, so we start the show
co-host.
now?
We've already began, and my co-host.
Adam Ham.
Thank you. All right, he's here. Adam Ham. We've been talking about the PSVR. What are your thoughts? You've got one, right?
I've got a what?
PSVR?
I do not have one. No.
Why not? I thought you were all about the future of PlayStation.
I am. And I think if I get one of them, it will be the PSVR. But
Okay. But you're
I
having a
don't
wait
know.
and see approach?
I'm having to wait and see approach on this one. I do want the VR feature, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for it to be a little more affordable, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll
understandable.
be like Black Friday deals or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it either. My computer is now Vive ready, so, but I just don't have that kind of cash. I got a wedding to pay for.
Well, you can buy it on credit and not have to pay for it for like a year.
I'm already paying for an engagement ring that way.
And I'm paying for tires.
Well, yeah, okay. You guys make bad choices. That's not
Okay.
my fault.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, point taken. Point taken. So yeah, what have you been up to, Adam? Why are you late? What happened? Tell us your life.
Well, I went to Springfield today after work for a bit.
What's in
and
Springfield?
Come back. Just some hypothetical stuff.
Smoke weed every day.
I knew. I knew immediately. Okay, fair enough. So is that like a vacation spot? You just go there, hang out, come back, escape life.
Goes to meet up with the coyote at the border.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. You cross. Well, anyway, okay. Well, what have you been up to this last week, Ham? You weren't on last week.
Yeah.
You were indisposed.
Yeah. I wasn't,
Feeling up to it.
yeah, not really.
You couldn't get it up.
And it was an interesting weekend.
Okay, let's hear about it.
I just kind of hang out hung out Thursday night and partied a bit, smoked a lot. Other substances were imbibed, and yeah, partied. And then Friday was a really long day, and
Wait, why?
there were hangovers.
Hangovers?
Multiple
Yeah.
hangovers.
I thought you didn't drink, Adam.
I don't drink often,
I know.
and when I do, I usually drink a lot
And you get sick.
because I kind of have a high tolerance
You do.
for alcohol, and yeah.
You're like a
And
dwarf.
I am no longer 21.
Like a mythical dwarf. You just more
That's
ale,
true.
and it doesn't affect you. And then when it does, it really does.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works.
Yeah, we had those cheerwine cocktails.
Oh my god, the whiny
That's some good
pirates.
shit. Whiny pirate, baby.
That is too good.
Cheerwine
That
and
is-
spiced rum.
Yeah, that is the devil's liqueur.
That
I want more
sounds like a headache in a glass.
I want more cheerwine.
I do too.
Where do you
actually.
get that?
Amazon for way too much money.
Yeah, where did you buy it from?
Amazon for way too much money.
Oh wait, when we got but like, it wasn't an insane amount when you ordered it. Like, I feel like I've seen it for like a stupid price. Whereas, like,
Yeah, I tried to find the least stupid price, but it
Yeah.
was still fairly stupid.
oh, I didn't realize.
It was
I thought you
something
had,
like
a hookup.
$20 for like a 20 pack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me find this. Amazon.com. So Cheerwine, I think we talked about this in the podcast. We must have.
Yeah.
'cause
Yep.
We were a Cheerwine drunk. But
I think that was
I
right
really-
before my days.
I really wish that they had this like somewhere available. You can get a 24 pack of Cheerwine for $30, which is an insane
I got a
amount
24
of,
pack, but I don't think it was for 30. I think it was
Okay.
for less than that. It was in the low 20s range, I want to say.
That's not too bad.
So
That's less than
what
$1 a
is
can.
beer wine? Is it
Yep.
actual wine, or is it just like the soda part that you mix the booze with?
It's just
Soda.
cherry soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from North Carolina, like
Not
specifically.
cherry cola. It's just
No,
plain cherry.
Chicken cherry cola.
just cherry soda, and it's awesome. And on
Yeah.
Amazon, you can buy it for insane amounts because it's just people basically drop shipping it. Mm-hmm. You know, Matt, you used that term earlier. Can you explain what that is? Because I learned about this recently, and I want to hear what you
Yes.
have to say.
Drop shipping it happens legitimately in
Yep.
a lot of like retailers,
Yeah.
but also people use it to scam on eBay where they'll post
Yep.
something for sale without actually having any inventory of that item.
Yep.
And once they sell it at their markup, they'll buy it from a supplier, usually
Amazon. Yep.
and then just put in the buyer's address instead of their own address.
Yep.
And then it arrives and it has the Amazon logo on it. So the customer goes, well, how much does this cost on Amazon? They look up and they realize they overpaid for it. And then they return it. And
Yep.
then the seller, like the actual legitimate seller from
Uh-huh.
Amazon, gets screwed out of that shipping charge. It's a mess.
Yeah.
What was that? Freakonomics or something?
No, it
Or
was on
Planet
Planet
Money?
Money. Yep.
Yeah.
A podcast. So they're talking about basically like, yeah, you just basically put it on eBay, and then when someone buys it for the $10 markup or $5 markup, you just have it shipped from Amazon. You pocket the $5 because you have Prime, you know, and you just get it shipped to someone else's location. I mean, it's a scam. That's what it is. So
I need to listen to the Freakonomics podcast because I read both those books.
It's good.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
like it.
the podcast is good. I'd recommend. Oh, now that I've gone on Amazon and buying stuff. Sorry, I gotta stop. I have an Amazon story. Amazon Prime. Let me see. Amazon. So I ordered. It was Sunday night, and like Lance had partially broken a chair that I have. And I was like, I don't have any hex wrenches or any Allen wrenches. So I was like, I'm going to get some Allen wrenches. And then I was like, you know what? I could probably use the ratcheting screwdriver. I don't really have one of those. Here's like the best reviewed one. And they're supposed to get there on my birthday, the 11th. And they're still not here. What the shit, Amazon? These are Prime.
And was that coming from actual Amazon or?
Yeah,
from
it says Prime.
Really?
Yeah. On the 10th of October, it arrived at carrier facility FedEx in Tennessee. And that's the last we heard of it. So, was it in a plane?
And
Was there a plane
never
crash?
Heard from again.
Let me check the FedEx tracking. But, like, did you guys ever get that happen with Amazon? Anyone of you
No.
have Amazon? Like,
Not
They're
recently.
always
Usually-
good for me.
If I'm buying it from like an Amazon Marketplace seller,
yeah.
they'll just take forever to ship it out. But I've never
Yeah.
had it when I'm buying directly from the company.
Yeah. Huh. Shipment exception, it says. FedEx holding package. What does that even mean? Are they holding
That
the
means
package?
that it was signature required or something, and you weren't there.
No, it says it's in Tennessee. No scheduled delivery date at
There's contraband in it.
this time. Wait, Ruskin, Florida? Was this hit by some fucking hurricane? Tampa, Florida. No, but it was shipped on Monday from Tampa.
Yeah.
It got to Tennessee. Shipment exception, 4:20 p.m. Oh shit. 4:20 p.m., Matt.
It is contraband.
I don't have it ready.
God
I
damn
don't
it.
have it.
I'm too stoned to do this.
Thank you. That was what happened at FedEx. So I'm never getting this package, basically.
Nope.
All right. So I already complained to Amazon. They gave me
They
a
probably
3 month
busted a hole in it or
of
something.
Prime. Yeah. So it's kind of bullshit, Amazon. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell them.
Amazon. Soldier Boy. Yeah. So I don't know. Amazon's being a dick
Boy.
to me. Paperboy. I've been watching Atlanta. Watch that TV show? That television
Nope.
program?
No.
It was good.
I heard
No.
it was Nashville for rap.
That's not at all accurate, but okay.
Oh,
It's
maybe
much.
I'm thinking of a different show.
I mean, I think what you're thinking of is Empire.
Oh, that must be it.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta is more of like a story of rapper in Atlanta kind of coming up from the mixtape scene and trying to make his way.
Oh, that's the one with
Donald Glover.
Yes.
Yeah,
Donald
his
Glover.
new show. He's right directing, like starring in, and it's like, I love me that guy. He is really funny. Like, and
I've heard it's
so
good.
oh yeah, like it's definitely worth checking out. Like, I mean, and I'm like way into the Atlanta rap scene, so I'm just listening to like Atlanta rap, which is like, well, you know, I just listen to me some Migos, some 2 Chainz at work now, so I'm just blasting the ghetto tunes. It's good though. I don't know, I like it. I would highly recommend that show because it's not only is it
Where
like
can I watch it?
it's on
Is
FX.
it online anyway? Okay.
So if you have the ability to log into some sort of account that would give you FX streaming, you would be able to watch it there.
I don't know that I have that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Man, we are just bringing the energy tonight.
I just ate a giant dinner at a steakhouse. I just chugged a Dr. Diet Cola. I don't know, man. I didn't have
I'm
anything
all
to talk
hopped
about
up
this
on
week.
herbal stress relief tea.
Sorry.
to the
I
zoo.
disappeared for
See,
30
Adam's
seconds.
got stories. Adam, tell us your stories.
Yeah,
zoo.
it was Isaiah's birthday this last weekend.
Uh-huh.
So
So you
we
sent
woke
him
up
back
early
where he
and-
came from. That crazy coot from the zoo.
No. No.
Okay.
Um,
What's the zoo like in that city? I'm assuming it's sad.
We went to no.
it's
We
not
didn't
a
go to the
sad
one
zoo?
here. We have gone to the one here. It wasn't actually that sad. We went to
Okay.
St. Louis Zoo. Woke up early.
Oh
I went to
wow,
St.
so
Louis.
that's a big zoo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Day trip. Yeah, definitely.
how's that?
It's a really cool zoo, and it's pretty big.
Okay,
Man, it's so weird. There's kind of like a one big, huge center area,
okay,
and then there's like 6 different side areas off of
Okay.
it. Each have different kind of theme to them. But yeah, we went through basically all of it. I saw all kinds of stuff. We got there around maybe 10 or 10:30, and early on, like not a lot of stuff was going on, which was kind of sad. Like
Yeah.
a lot of it was, I don't know if the animals were just tired or, some of them I know are not always in,
yeah.
some
Well,
of
they
them
aren't
nocturnal and stuff,
dancing
but-
for you or anything.
I know, but I wish they were.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did see a lot of cool stuff. Later on, things did get a little bit more lively. I love seeing big things up close like that. I had a rhinoceros there.
That's what I've heard.
Yep.
Anyway, yep.
Good.
Wait, so
The,
they had
uh,
what's best animal? Can you tell me best animal?
Which animal is
Oh,
best
like-
animal?
Like my favorite animal of all time.
That you see
favorite
at the
one I
zoo.
saw at the zoo.
That you saw at the zoo.
I saw at the zoo. Man, that's hard.
That's what she said.
Hey yo.
I really liked there was a jaguar there.
Okay.
It was super cool.
Wow.
It was kind of pacing around and stuff.
Oh shit. Jaguars are badass.
Yeah, they are. We also, the cheetah was moving around. He looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the big cats. The bears, which I also usually like,
Yeah.
were not around. They did have the polar bear.
Okay.
But man, it was crowded around the polar bear area.
Couldn't get in
Man,
to
that thing
see
was
the
huge.
polar
It was
bear.
like 7 feet tall. And they had like a nice viewing area for like the water where it was swimming.
Okay.
It got like really close up to the glass, and those things they're so big. It's, I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see them kind of like in shows and stuff all the time, like documentaries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times there's nothing to compare them to.
Yeah, they're just out in the killing seals.
Yeah.
You know
Right,
how
exactly.
big a seal is. It'd be
Ish.
tiny.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
seeing it up close is just really impressive.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
And also they have a really cool insectarium there, kind of, or if that's what you
Oh.
call it. I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly. And part of it is a really cool butterfly quarter where you just walk in and they just have like all kinds of different species of butterflies.
Oh, I love
And lots of bright flowers and stuff there, and you just walk through this kind of maze of, well, not, it's a little curve, but just chock full of butterflies.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, and also the birdhouse is really cool. Lots of really interesting looking birds and bird calls. I like some of the crazy bird calls.
Yeah,
you
those
describe them?
those
Lots of cool stuff.
yeah, those butterfly like enclosures are really neat. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I've been in those, and you just I don't know.
They look and smell beautiful. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah!
just-
Holy cow!
yeah.
Like flowers and butterflies, and I mean, if it was like a hypothetical situation, I'm sure it was incredible.
No, it was not hypothetical. This
Oh,
is very,
wow.
very real.
Very,
But
it was too real. Some would say
no,
things got too
man.
real. The butterflies they attacked.
if only.
Like it would be like in this, like the butterflies just cover you and then you disappear.
That would be really
They
weird.
wrap you in a cocoon and you just sort of dissolve.
That's it.
The Butterfly Effect 3 Eternal Carnage.
Ah.
Butterflies get the revenge.
Butterfly in the sky.
Oh,
I can
they
go
actually-
twice as high. Oh yeah.
Take
No,
a
it's
look.
not an insect. It's an arachnid.
Okay.
They had one of those bird-eating tarantulas.
No,
They're so cool.
Oh my god. That thing is ginormous.
Oh yeah, they're fucking insane. They're so
Another
big.
thing that, like, once I saw it in person, just kind of like,
Yeah.
whoa. Would not want to come across that dude.
No,
Um,
that's not what she said.
also, I found out that they have tarantulas in Missouri,
Yeah, for sure.
and they're large.
Yeah.
They're really large.
Yep. There's tarantulas in the
So-
Southwest as well. So
Never moving there.
no, I'm gonna steer clear.
Yeah. No, it was a really fun time though.
Yeah.
Hard. I do not usually walk that much.
Yeah.
So it was kind of tiring, really.
That's
and
something
it
you
just,
realize
like,
when you get older.
I mean, the biggest thing was not even so much that it was tiring, but I don't really have shoes that are meant for stuff like that anymore.
You need to buy new
So-
shoes.
Yeah, hard pavement all day long was rough on
You got a
the
lot
dogs.
of that's what she said you're coming at here. Hard
Yep,
pavement
well-
all day long. It was rough. I mean,
I'll
Yeah.
tell you the secret.
uh-huh.
It's not about the shoes. It's about getting some Dr. Scholl's inserts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did 8-hour days standing on concrete with Chuck Taylors with
Ouch.
Dr. Scholl's inserts, and I was
You
totally
know-
fine.
As much as I like the way the Chuck Taylors look, there's no support there. Like there.
No, you have to install your own.
Yeah, you're on your own. They're flat. Like I remember when I was a kid, I wanted them so bad, and I got a pair, and I like just wore through them because they,
Yeah.
you know, they're not built for supporting them arches. You know what I'm saying?
I just got a second pair in black for formal occasions.
Oh, of course. When you're
I like
suit,
them-
you're suit and tie Chuck Taylors.
I like them a
Yeah.
lot, but my feet are shaped like squares or
Like Hobbit feet.
rectangles. Huh?
Like Hobbit feet.
Yeah, they're hobbit feet
Yeah,
basically.
you're just
They're
fair enough.
as wide as they are long, practically.
Okay,
So that it just doesn't work very
Okay.
well.
I get it.
But
get
I do
it.
love them. Huh?
I get it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have the same issue. My feet, like when I went to London, we were like you just like when you don't expect, like you're like I'm gonna go on a trip, and then you go to like some big city and you end up walking for 6 hours a day. You don't
Yeah.
realize that like, oh, my feet aren't used to this, and these shoes aren't used to doing this.
Right.
That's when I learned that I've been buying shoes that are too small, like for a long time. Like I had been not like I was like I'm a 13 shoe, and it's like no, you're not actually. These are too tight. Here's a million blisters. Enjoy that. So I learned the hard way. So
Yeah.
be prepared with some walking shoes, and don't just like buy new shoes. That's
gotta work
that's
'em
an
in.
issue. Yeah, you got to work them in. You can't just buy new shoes and expect to go walking, willy dilly, and not be punished. Do you like my Ricky is in there?
Yeah.
You don't want to go willy dilly. I think that's better. Willy dilly.
The Randy and Leahy show is coming to Normal this Sunday.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
the fuck is that?
It's
not even the stars.
No idea.
That's like
I know.
the backup players.
Yeah,
that?
but they're both awesome.
They are.
I don't know. I don't have tickets. I didn't.
Are you
wanna
saying
show up
you're
for that,
trying to
but-
model your life after Randy and Mr. Leahy?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Hey man, I've said this many times. If I could live my life like the Trailer Park Boys, I would be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live my life like Ricky.
Oh well, okay, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Trailer Park Boys, they kind of don't have any responsibilities. I mean, you get sent to prison. It's like, yeah, you spend 8 months there, but it's kind of fun. You smoke a lot of weed and drink a lot in
but
prison.
the big difference there is it's Canada.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Canadian prison might be fun.
yeah, who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like the episode of Simpsons where they go to Japan and like the prison is
Horrible.
made of rice paper walls and
Oh yeah, they just like hop out.
yeah,
Yeah.
like study philosophy and learn how to speak Japanese.
Not
for
here.
hours.
Prison in the U.S. is
No,
Not fun.
Not fun.
don't. So all right, if you're gonna learn anything from Born in the '80s, episode 237, don't go to prison. You heard
Unless
it here
it's
first.
in Canada.
Unless you're going to Canadian prison, then by all means. It's Halloween season.
This is Halloween.
Thank you.
Halloween.
What are you guys going as for Halloween this year?
I don't. Well,
I
Usually go as anything.
I hate it
was
when people
planning
ask
on
me
just-
that.
well, I got 3 kids, so I could say what they're going as
And
Halloween.
it's like you're going to assume that I'm a type of person that dresses up for a holiday. You assume I have a life, which is wrong. Okay, TJ, you actually are dressing some people up. What do
I'm
you
dressing
got?
some people up.
Yep.
My eldest daughter requested this year that she wanted to be Princess Zelda for Halloween.
Okay.
I didn't encourage this. This is her decision on that.
Sure, you didn't.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
No,
Putting
this
all
year,
those-
no, not at all.
Putting all those Zelda game manuals underneath her bed and underneath her pillow. Okay.
Only on Thursdays.
Which Princess
But,
Zelda, though? Like, just the...
It's a pretty generic one, so it's kind of a somewhere between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess.
Okay.
So
Classic,
that.
Classic Zelda.
yeah, let's see. I think the other 2 are fairies.
Oh. Bullshit.
Hey,
One-
yeah,
hang
you
on.
can't call them that.
yeah.
One of them is Tinkerbell.
Oh, okay.
The other one is a Sesame Street fairy, Abby Cadabby.
Oh.
I have no idea what that is.
It was
I'm
a
looking
late
up-
Sesame Street thing. It was a late '90s, early 2000s when she started.
Oh, shit.
Yep, pigtails and everything.
Abby Cadabby.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. But
This is a little bit late. Wait, what did you say? 2006 she made her debut.
whatever.
Oh,
My
just
kids
so
were
you-
young.
Just so you know, Wikipedia wants to make sure that you know that her name is a pun on the magic word abracadabra. In case you didn't get
What?
that.
I thought it was a Pokemon
what?
reference.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Pokemon. I spelled it abacadabby like a Pokemon though, with the K. So, yeah. So that's
Now I do have with my daughter dressing up as Zelda. 2 years ago, my mother, who one of ours
God.
here, she actually made me. Are you guys familiar with like the weird internet rules, like Rule 34, meaning if if
Yeah,
something
I'm
exists, there's
familiar
porn
with
of it.
that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's something called Rule 63. I think it's 63. I'm going to be completely wrong, but I don't care.
Okay.
But Rule 63 is just basically saying if something on the internet has a gender, there's going to be something out there where the gender's been swapped. So it's
Okay.
just gender bent.
Okay.
Okay,
And
that
then
makes sense.
Right
Yep.
after that, Rule 43 comes back.
34.
34.
Yeah.
But regardless of that,
9. 7.
so there's a lot of cosplay that exists of people dressing up, females dressing up as Link, the male character in the Legend of Zelda series.
Yes.
Well, I'm like, I wanted to do it the other way around. I wanted to do a male version of Zelda. So I have a Prince Zelda costume that I wore 2 years ago.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah,
You were
Okay.
man Zelda.
yeah, I still have that
Zelda.
costume. So Zelda.
Yeah, Zelda. Oh,
and
shit.
there's the title of the podcast, The Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda. That's like the Russian hacker knockoff version. What? He's Zelda. He's good.
It's dangerous to Golem. Take this.
To Golem. To Ganon. Ganon. I don't know.
Ganon.
Ganona. Yeah. Jesus.
And then
The
more like vodka. Vodka, sorry.
Ganondorf.
yes.
Oh, that reminds me. Matt,
He
did you
collects
appreciate
Master Sword.
Did you appreciate the vodka recipe I sent to you in Twitter?
You said a
I
vodka
did. I
recipe to
didn't.
me?
I didn't have enough time for that though.
Yeah. So he mentioned how he's out of beer. Help. So I responded to him basically saying, "Hey, take a potato, throw it in a glass of water,
Uh-huh.
put it outside in the sun for a week. You won't get vodka, but at least you'll wasted the same amount of time."
Yeah. Matt, have you
I
thought of
also-
making a
I ate
bathtub
my
distillery?
No, but I'm gonna make some hard cider now that it's cold enough to stay at fermenting temperature in my apartment. Because I have a big glass jug with a one-way valve, so I just need to get some cider and yeast and throw it in the closet for a few months.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Oh, it's actually not too hard to distill your own liquor. Although, now the still part is dangerous because you do have alcohol vapors in the air that are highly flammable. So
Yes.
Yeah.
you got to be careful with that one.
Fermenting
I
is
need to
safe.
throw in a little-
Distilling is a little bit less. So.
Yeah, fermenting is super safe. You can make your own beer like nothing. I got for my birthday a couple years ago a kit to make any like 28-ounce bottle of juice into wine. Like it's I forget what it is. It's whatever the
Fresh wine.
deactivated yeast that you throw in, and then it has like the top that has like the one-way air valve to like let the
Yeah.
air out so that you can make it. You just let it sit for like a couple days, and you got yourself some toilet wine. Like it's great.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of they had these like wine bricks you could buy back during Prohibition, and there was a
Really?
little like so you bought these bricks during Prohibition, which is just grape juice, solidified into a brick, and there was a warning label saying on it, please warning, don't put this into a thing with this yeast and water and let it sit for a certain amount, otherwise you'll have wine, which is a controlled substance that's illegal.
Ah.
But that's why those were there. I do have an addendum to my previous comment because my daughter is still awake. She actually wanted to be Zelda for Halloween because her cousin is dressing up as Link.
Oh, so they can go together.
Well,
That's pretty cool. Or
not
or
quite
maybe not-
together because
but
he's
that-
up in northern Wisconsin.
Yeah, but I mean, they're like, it's not if they're not going together.
They
They're
can
like, hey,
FaceTime.
the whole time. Get that phone. Get that mobile data. Get that usage.
Get that
that
paper.
Man, yeah, get that paper. Matt, will you find that? Wine bricks. I never
Oh,
heard
am I
of that
supposed to
before.
find it?
That's so amazing. Like,
It's a thing. It's a thing that shows up on Reddit like every third
oh my
week.
god,
Get that paper.
thank you.
You have to name these something easier to find.
So you would
Like
just
get that
like-
paper.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently, also that's kind of how booze cruises started as well during Prohibition, because they would go out into international waters and was like, "All right, we can sell you beer now and alcohol, so drink up."
Yeah.
That's pretty
Also,
cool.
they would drink smoke and die because it was made out of poison.
What? Why would you do that?
Smoke. It was like super cheap liquor that was not exactly safe.
Okay. Cool. Why?
It's what they used to drink in the jungle back in the day.
Okay. Yeah. And the old speakeasy.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the 20s in general, like the fashion and all that. I don't like it.
You don't like flapper fashion?
No, I hate it. But
What?
no, it's dumb. Oh, let's all look like we have no curves and bad hair. The style. Like, also men have weird, like, center-parted short hair. And everyone wears, like, newsboy caps. It's a terrible time.
I did the center parted short hair in middle school.
Well,
Maybe I'm thinking to the 30s.
Okay, it's even worse than I thought. Smoke was made by mixing water and fuel alcohol. In a bad season, smoke deaths averaged 1 per day.
that's
Yep.
good. So people couldn't be away from alcohol long enough that they had to
Nope.
basically drink poison that would get you drunk.
Yeah,
But
if
that's
you
kind
couldn't-
of... Yep.
If you weren't like rich enough or connected enough to get your tonic prescription, then that's the kind of stuff you drank.
Wow. That's like... I don't know. It's so sad. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, so many
Puritans
people
ruin
got-
everything.
So many people died. Did you know? Okay, we're gonna go into this now.
DYK.
Did you know
Yep.
that the government poisoned liquor shipments, illegal liquor shipments in Prohibition, and killed a ton of people
Why?
because they were like, "This will teach them to not drink it," but also they're dead.
That's one way to make sure they don't drink again.
Why? Why is our world the way it is? You know, and like people are like, oh man,
The government poisoned alcohol to stop drinking, crime, poverty, violence, blah blah blah.
yep. The state.
Yeah, it's just like
yeah.
they literally poisoned people.
Like people are like the state of politics nowadays is crazy and terrible. It's like yeah, I suppose, but like in the 20s,
Someone poisoned the water hole.
people were poisoning citizens. Although we do that now, like in Flint, but you know whatever.
Yeah.
Lead poisoning isn't as exciting as poisoning alcohol. It's just sad. Let's see. So, I could do a science corner.
Yeah, do science.
I
What?
got a science corner. I want to talk about solar flares. Solar
Is that like lens
storms.
flares?
No. So you take the so you guys know what solar flares and solar storms are?
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
It's a
Yes.
Yeah.
So like the sun has sometimes, I guess they're called. Oh boy.
It
I think they're
flares
just called
up sometimes.
Well, so they're called like coronal ejections. Is the exact? Let me see that.
Wait, hold on.
Solar storms
Say that.
here.
Say that again.
A coronal. Oh wait, here we go. A solar coronal mass ejection.
so what gets ejected beyond alpha particles? 'Cause I know those.
Okay. So let's I'm gonna keep going deep down in here then. The coronal mass ejection is the large release of plasma and magnetic field from the solar corona. So they often follow solar flares that are normally present during a solar prominence eruption. The plasma is released into the solar wind and can be observed by imagery. You can see the particles in space. So coronal mass ejection is basically like, okay, here's a flare and boom, here's a bunch of plasma and magnetic radiation, basically. So let's talk about solar storms. So if we look at solar storms that have happened in the past, well, let's talk about solar storms in general before we talk about past ones. So a geomagnetic storm is a temporary disturbance of the Earth's magnetosphere, which is basically you take a magnet, it points to north, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, the south. And your magnet works because all around us is a magnetic field that the Earth has that kind of caps itself at the two poles. So basically, what happens is, we're not just the only place that has magnetic fields and stuff. Kind of space has all sorts of stuff going on. And what happens is when a coronal mass ejection from our sun basically shoots solar wind like across to the Earth's magnetic field, basically kind of pushing it. Like if you want to imagine like a wind tunnel, and you had like some smoke going, and then a big wind comes, and our magnetosphere kind of gets bustled around by that wind, kind of pushing our magnetic sphere that goes around the Earth and that. Anyway, but what happens basically is it fucks up stuff on Earth, basically, because it can mess with electromagnetic. Like an electromagnetic pulse. You've heard of EMPs. So that's like kind of like shuts down electronics and stuff. Basically way back in the day, like before electricity was as prevalent as it is now, and this is interesting because there hasn't been a massive solar storm event in many years. It kind of happens once about every 100 years, you know, like so. We can look back in the past, and people will have documented like, oh man, our compasses don't work right now for a little bit. It's weird. Like, and then okay, we're fine. So if you think about the way the Earth is set up now, with so much more electricity set in grids, which is a little bit more vulnerable to EMP events, we can talk about the kind of the effects that it can have on the U.S. and around the world. But let's talk about 1859. The Carrington event was a powerful geomagnetic storm during solar cycle 10, which was apparently 1855 to 1867. But anyway, the Carrington flare, basically they observed a bunch of sunspots on the sun, and on August 28th, December 2nd, 1859. And they actually talk about this. So, you know, like the Aurora Borealis?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's also something that happens when there's a solar flare, is the Aurora Borealis.
And if you fly a plane through it, you'll go back in time.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. But it becomes more intense, basically. And so on August 29th, they were like, hey, we can see these auroras as far north as Queensland in Australia, like pretty far away from the pole. And so they're like, something's going on here. And so they, let's see here. So this was a pretty large solar storm. And they're saying it takes 17.6 hours to make the 93 million mile journey from the sun to the Earth. I guess was the flare, right? And then the CME, which is the coronal mass ejection, can take several days to arrive at the Earth because it moves a little bit slower than the solar flare would. And so basically, like, if we were to have this happen nowadays, we would have a bit of a warning, basically. It was like, oh shit, there's a big solar flare. We're going to have, you know, a crazy geomagnetic storm event happening, basically. Let's see here. So on September 1st through the 2nd, 1859, they had ground-based magnometer, whatever. Was the largest recorded geomagnetic storm ever that they had seen, and you could see the Aurora Borealis as far south as the Caribbean.
Whoa!
Yes, those in the Rocky Mountains in the U.S. said that the glow from the Aurora Borealis was so bright that it awoke miners who were and began preparing breakfast because they thought it was morning. People in the northeastern U.S. said they could read newspaper by the aurora's light. Yeah, so we're talking like basically all the way almost to the equator. You could see the aurora at night because of how crazy that was. The telegraph systems all over the Europe and North America failed. In some cases, giving telegraph operators shocks. Telegraph pylons through sparks. Yeah, it was like pretty freaky, huh? But if you imagine how freaky that was back then, yeah, imagine how that would be now with the way that Earth is set up with all of our power lines and grids. A lot more than just the few sparse and scattered telegraph lines that we had back in the day. So let me see if I can get a story. But the story I was talking about is I found an article about the most vulnerable places in the U.S. to a catastrophic solar storm. So I guess a new study published in Geophysical Research Letters, it basically is a geoelectrical hazard map for the continental U.S. So it's basically saying where areas in the U.S. where geoelectrical fields produced by an incoming solar storm would damage the electrical power grid. So these are places that could lose power. This is an awesome emergency or interagency initiative by the USGS called Space Weather Operations Research and Mitigation. So that apparently is also... What the fuck? I want to read this to you. Space Weather Operations Research and Mitigation. And then after this, the author's written sword. And I don't know where you get the D from. That's swarm. Swarm? It doesn't sound as cool. I don't know if that's exactly right, but anyway, yeah. So let's see here. Given the scope of that, there's been other geomagnetic storms. I guess in 1989 was the most recent large one. Let me see if I can find anything about that. 1989 solar storm. Because that would have been all of us born in the 80s. At least not all of us, but most of the people born in the 80s would know about that. That was in March. So Lauren would not have been born. But anyway, so this basically was like a super large event as well. And in Quebec, in Canada, the power grid basically went off basically. So Quebec had its just a massive 9-hour blackout. They weren't ready for it. Some of the high voltage lines basically just broke and everything. That's really it, though. You know, it was a large event, but it wasn't. You know, it clearly shows that these magnetic events have the ability to just destroy power grids if possible. And there hasn't been an event of that scope anyway. So they're saying the Carrington scale events, which happens once every 100 years, hasn't happened yet. Basically, there hasn't been one that big, and they're saying it could cause $2.6 trillion in damage to power grids across the globe. And it could take 4 to 10 years for complete recovery. I mean, have there been many science fictions written about like electromagnetic storms basically just destroying all of the power grids and electronics? I mean, I feel like that has to be.
The only thing that comes to mind is that Revolution TV show, and that was pretty bad.
Yeah, no. Matt, you're crackly. You're going to have to reset your buffer. Anyway.
How about now?
Yeah, it's so crackly. Yeah. So anyway, the study says that the areas in the U.S. that are bad.
How about now?
What?
Am I still crackly?
Yes, you are. Do you want to know where the areas that are highest at risk? I want you to guess.
Southwest, northeast?
Nope. Well, if you think about where magnet power is stronger in the worlds, the farther north you are, the worse off you are.
Seattle, New York?
No. Minnesota, real bad.
Wow.
Yes. So the two sets of data. So they basically had data of magnetic materials beneath the Earth's surface, as well as like what, you know, where everything's on a map, basically. And
would particle accelerators be at risk then too?
I don't really know how those are set, but anyway,
I mean, most of those are electromagnets. So
yeah. So the map's pretty incomplete. So like the central part of the country is not really done, and so they've really only done, I guess, surveys of the ground, like magnetism and areas, basically from Florida up through like Minnesota on like one side of the Mississippi River and just like one state over, basically. So, you know, you're talking Minnesota, Iowa, you know, on down. And then nothing like, I don't know how to describe it on the map, but like New York could be fucked, and Maine and all those is as well, but they haven't been mapped yet. So, but Seattle's good, huh? It's a little bit, you know, in the there's some yellow splotches there on this, but yeah, basically all of northern Minnesota is just a big black splotch of you're fucked. Like power will be gone. So they're basically saying like these are the areas they need to do some more risk assessment and say, hey, we need to watch it. But Wisconsin, also pretty terrible as far as electro or geomagnetic activity. So we could be fucked as well. So solar storms, huh? Isn't that crazy to think about? Like fucking sun burps and power is destroyed for half the country.
Yeah. Sucks to be us.
Yeah, man. It just makes you feel so insignificant, you know, that solar storms bad. Don't want it.
They have something similar, but actually created on the home planet in Gears of War 4.
Okay. Here's a
Um,
segue.
Yeah, I mean, not that I wasn't
Perfect.
really trying to segue.
No,
but
that's fine.
in your-
That's all I got to say.
yeah, I mean the new locusts instead of the old whatever they used to be for the old Gears games. They're basically dealing with some stuff related to energy, but with what's going on with the planet, there are these massive like super electric that will just destroy all life in its path. I think mostly through magnetic radiation mixed with the straight up electricity. So
Okay.
it's messed up. So
Well, that's the future.
yep.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, I suck at that game, but so much fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to possibly playing it.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will. We definitely will.
But that sounds fun. Co-op
I
seems
actually
good.
I started Recore actually today.
Okay, how's that? Could you
I
explain what
got the
Recore
Recore
is?
code about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
So Recore is actually a game made another one of those games made by Keiji Inafune, the guy who made the Mega Man games.
Okay.
But it kind of like has a very, if you take out the general angst of Borderlands,
Okay.
it has that feel. So you kind of, I'm not super far in the game, but you play as a mechanic, kind of dealing with a bunch of robots. You have a robot pal of
Fucking
yours who's like a robot
robots.
dog.
I was
Yeah,
dealing with them.
but everything has like cores inside of them, and in combat with robots that have gone rogue, you could just kill them to deactivate them, or you can in the middle of combat, basically you send out your like little grappling hook retractor, and you try to pull their core from them while other things are trying to kill you. But if you keep that core, you're able to use it for crafting.
Okay.
And then your robot companions level up, your weapons level up, and then you use the cores to even level more stuff up.
Okay. So you're basically
I'm actually,
a robot leveler.
yeah, but you're human.
Okay.
But yeah,
That seems cool. Yeah, I've heard kind of mixed thoughts on that game. Kind of like it's apparently got a lot of filler. Like when you get deep into it.
I'm not that far, so
Well, there you go. You haven't gotten to the part where everyone stopped playing.
yep.
But okay, yeah, you'll have to let us know how the Gears of War storyline plays out. I hear Marcus Phoenix is back.
Yeah, almost from the get go.
Hashtag spoilers. Hashtag
He's old
He's
because you
old.
play as his son for the most part.
old Phoenix. Does he rise again from the
Well,
ashes?
He's fighting with you,
That's awesome. Father and son.
and a couple other
Exciting.
people that the son knows.
Did you play all of the Gears of War games?
No, I've only one. A
Okay.
little bit of the story and a little bit of the multiplayer.
All right, I played one. Adam, you played that with me, right?
Yep.
We played that co-op.
We played through that together, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was good. That was like one of our first Xbox experiences. Mm-hmm. I had bought that cheap ass Xbox at the Circuit City going out of business sale, and then did you buy it the next day? Did you go and buy one then too? I think
I
'cause it
bought
was
one
Like,
very soon after that.
yeah, you're like the price is right for me, says Adam. Like $100 off, I think of what it normally was. But
that and Kane and Lynch 2. Or,
yeah, nope, the first
no,
one.
the first one, Kane and Lynch. Yeah.
That first Kane and Lynch is not a great game, but it was fun to play in co-op,
Yeah.
Because that was kind of the first, that was back when co-op games existed, when you could play together on a couch together. Those don't really exist anymore. At least
Gears
not-
4.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But, I mean, not many, It's a rare.
Not many.
It's a rarity. Yeah,
Borderlands
so,
still does it.
Adam, you playing games?
I've been mostly Witchering and Gwenting.
Still.
Um,
Addicted to the cards.
well, it
I know if
takes some time to play that game.
Yeah.
I know if I play The Witcher, I'm going to do the same thing, just play Gwent all day.
Fair enough.
I don't just play Gwent. I play like each Innkeep once and like the ones I need to for the quests. But it's just it's a long game. I'm finally on Skellige.
Are you getting
fighting
there?
I'm fighting with these really Scottish seeming dudes who sound Irish and are Vikings. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
This is reminding me how much I love mini games in games more than the actual games.
yeah, right. Were you just playing
I'm not quite there
Blitzball
yet,
the
but
entire
man,
time?
Gwent is really good.
Both Blitzballs, Blitzball in 10 and 10-2. I'll play. Remember in the first Fable game There was a coin golf.
Yeah,
They just play on the tables in the bars. I would
Yeah,
play
they
that
had-
all day.
they had the. Well, I mean, for the original Fable, they had pub games, which was like.
Yep.
That was Fable 2.
Was that Fable 2
Halo
pub
1 had it
games?
too.
Okay, but anyway, it was like you can play the mini games outside of the game before the game comes out and earn money to spend when you
yeah.
get in the
Yep.
game. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that was with Fable 2.
That I hated that though,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to pay like for a separate other thing to get things in the game I wanted to play. That was annoying.
You mean like Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes?
Yeah.
I didn't pay for. Well, I paid very, very little for Ground Zeroes. I paid like $5 for it or something.
I
It
see.
got on sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Cool.
it was kind of worth it.
Wow. I've been playing Overwatch. Matt, you got the cue for that? Jesus Christ. You're my sound
I'm gonna go
bitch.
try it and make some tea sneakily.
Oh, good job.
I have to.
been-
I have to get the dust off of this one.
Knock the dust out of the air.
Take it, go yourself.
Thank you. I played Overwatch, which had a Halloween update. If you done seen it, which has some amazing character skins. Halloween Overwatch. Let me get. I want to get the. I don't want to fuck the names up here. So they have a new Halloween, like themed whatchamacallit thingy ding. Yeah. Let's. I'm trying to find what the name of it is though. Yeah, so there's lots of new skins. So everyone's like Halloween themed. There's some really badass skins. The Zenyatta skin looks really cool. He's got like skull head. Anna's got a skin that's got a creepy, scary face. I got a free loot box, I guess, for just logging in or whatever, and I got the Soldier 76 Frankenstein like looking
Ooh,
like,
nice.
zombie skin, which is pretty cool. And then I was like playing it for a bit because I played the new mode, which is Dr. Junkenstein's Revenge, which is pretty badass. Let me just. I'm having a hard time. Dr. Junkenstein. Here it is in the news. Okay, good. The Overwatch article about it. So they had a map, and like every week or every 2 weeks they do a new brawl, where it's like a new weird game mode with different rules and stuff you can play differently, just for a limited time. And so this limited time event's October 11th through November 1st, and it's their Halloween Terror Overwatch. So you get the cool skins. There's new sprays that are Halloween themed, whatever, new all sorts of stuff. But there's a brawl that's a PvE brawl, so it's co-op, players versus bots, where you team up in a team of 4, facing off Dr. Junkenstein, Junkenstein's monster. So Dr. Junkenstein, of course, is a reskin of Junkrat, and let's see, what are the other monsters? Junkenstein's monster, of course, is the big guy. What's his name? Fuck. Everyone.
Reinhardt?
What? Not Reinhardt. Come on.
Big
The one he's
Torbjorn?
always hanging out with. Rat Trap? Roadhog. God damn it.
Roadhog.
Yeah.
These names are basically G.I. Joe names that I've got completely, like, they're just, like, like, is it a G.I. Joe character or an Overwatch character? Let's do a
G.I.
competition.
Joe.
The Reaper, of course, who is Reaper, and a witch, who is the healing lady. But I can't remember. Mercy, thank you.
Mercy. Mercy, best character.
Yes, and they're called Zomniks, which are just like little zombie robots that Dr. Junkenstein has created. You have to like defend a wall. It's like a tower defense a little bit. And you can play as Anna, the alchemist, the archer, Hanzo, the gunslinger, McCree, or the soldier 76. And you defend the doors, basically. So you play as 4 characters. You only can play those 4. It's really hard. Like I found it like it's just difficult, and I could not beat it on medium, but I finished it on easy. It's all right. It's cool. I love the fact that there's like a player versus a PvE, like a co-op mode. Like that, I like. This is not like, oh, it's the same maps but with slightly different modifiers. Like this is like a mode, like thought out, like a cinematics. Like as you play it, and like he's like, meet my monster, and then Roadhog comes out in his Frankenstein get up, and you have to, or Frankenstein's monster get up, and you have to fight him, and it's just cool. Like it's a really neat like cinematic extra thing with extra voiceover. It's fun. It's very Halloween themed. Buy yourself some loot boxes as well, because you can buy some Halloween loot boxes, and they look like Halloween pumpkin candy pails full of goodies. And you can buy 11 loot boxes for $10 like I did, and be extremely disappointed in the stuff that you got in them. I got 0 skins after I got the one, so I spent $10 and got 11 boxes, and I didn't get another skin, which is really disappointing to me.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I just wanted another one. I want the Reinhardt skin. It's called Cold Heart, and he looks like Dr. Freeze. He's got like an ice head, and it looks awesome. But as a bonus, if you remember from the summer update, the summer games update, you couldn't buy the costumes with like the credits that you earn in the game for getting duplicates and whatnot. You can buy these for credits, so it isn't like, oh, you can never get them if you don't like randomly get them in a loot box. You actually can, like, if there's one you really like, you can like save up your credits and get one. So at least there's something to that. It's pretty cool. I like it. I realized this though. I don't like the Overwatch community. Like, the chat is bad. Just even playing, and so I decided to play some quick start matches so I could level up once and get another loot box, because it's addicting as fuck. They basically built crack the game, getting loot boxes. But yeah, everyone's just like talking shit to each other and like talking about how elite they are and stuff, and this game isn't free to play. Where's this riffraff in here? Who fucking parents are buying their kids this game on PC?
It's specifically more trash talking your own team, right?
Oh yeah, it's just like people being like, "You don't know how to play. What are you doing? Pick a different guy. Like, we're gonna lose." And then
kill yourself. Sell your game.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, it sucks. I hate online communities. This is why I never talk to anyone online. This is why you should play Heroes and Generals, a game in which you never have to talk to anyone else.
Because no one listens.
And you can live out your fantasies of being a Nazi sniper, like I have.
That's your fantasy?
I'm not saying that's my fantasy. I'm just saying it could be someone's fantasy.
I think I'm level 5 now.
Hypothetical person's.
Yeah, some hypothetical person's fantasy, Adam. But yeah, like I think it's awesome. It's fun. The Overwatch update. More of that, please. Like, make some more of these game modes where players have to play against the computer, and maybe they'll stop shitting all over each other. But I don't know. Anyway, I realized I have really gotten worse at that game, having not played it in months. But Anna's cool. A sniper that can heal her teammates. That's pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Like, you just snipe everybody. Shoot anything that moves. Heal your team, hurt the other team. So that's what I've been playing. Matt, I need an update.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
All right.
Everyone loves this segment.
Because we get so much fan mail about the cookie clicker.
It's numbers. I love it. It's numbers that go up.
The numbers are going up.
The numbers keep going up. I ascended before the show last week.
Okay.
And at the time I ascended, I was pulling down a cool 50 trillion cookies a second.
Okay.
Well, I've already gained 139 more prestige levels, and I'm pulling down 150 trillion cookies per second.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This ascension, I've baked 58 quintillion cookies. It just keeps going up exponentially.
What is your all-time cookies baked?
My all-time cookies baked, 87 quintillion. So most of the cookies baked are from this past week.
Yeah, I get exactly. It kind of exponentially moves itself. I'm at 2.8 sextillion cookies baked all time. So you're
I think
gaining.
I'm catching up on you.
You're catching up.
Whenever I'm working on stuff on the computer, I always have it just kind of like
the
on the
background.
second monitor, and
Nice.
I'll click the golden cookies whenever they pop up.
Frenzy.
That's right.
And whenever I get that click one, the one that's like the mouse cursor icon, then I gotta click it because I'll get like a ton of stuff, ton of cookies. So I'm in a frenzy right now. I'm just gonna click this for a little bit.
Okay.
I haven't attempted to build the dragon at all this round because that seemed like kind of a fool's errand last time.
Yeah, you're going with the non-dragon elite strats.
Yeah, the non-dragon
good.
strats.
That's good.
You need 350 of each building to fully grow your dragon. So I'm gonna see if I get even close to that.
Yeah, it's insane.
But
good luck.
I might just ascend again because like that seems to really accelerate things.
It does. This is high level play.
It's high level
We're getting
play.
into it. We're getting into
This
it.
is end game territory.
Yeah, you're in the end game. You know, you're. So I need to know what is your, what is your, you got your attunement? I don't know. What are other World of Warcraft references? Molten core.
Peel the ads and don't step in the poop.
Yeah, don't stand in the fire. That's what I gotta say. Except for when you do have to stand in the fire in some of those
More
encounters.
dots.
More dots.
More
All
dots.
More dots. Oh, that's the best.
You stand in the fire, I stop healing you.
What are
That's the
doing?
end.
Yeah. What is it? Is there a name for that video?
Oh man.
I don't know.
More dots.
Is it just called More Dots? Is it, or is it like?
Maybe.
Because
Oh man, I should pull some samples out of that video for next time.
You should. The Anixia
make a
wipe
note of that.
animation YouTube video that has 1 million views is probably the one because it's the one where the guy like crudely animated like all the like stuff he's saying and it's just
Him throwing dots at.
yep, it's just like a box of candy dots. You know,
Yeah.
more dots, more dots. Oh, it's good. That will be linked on the episode page. Let me just throw that in. So Adam didn't do shit, but Matt, you start watching Black Mirror.
Oh wait, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Oh,
Let's
you
go
got some
back to
audio?
Adam for a second.
Okay.
I got this. I pulled this earlier in the episode, and I'm fairly proud of myself.
Finest weed in the South Valley.
Oh, there we go.
So that's now I've got 3 clips
Good job.
referencing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now you just need to overdub South Farthing with Springfield.
Oh man.
So anyway,
Yeah, I started watching Black Mirror.
how you liking it?
It's super duper depressing.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting each episode to be such a downer, but I made it through the massive 3-episode first season.
Yep. It's
And
so
we're
many
on season number
episodes.
2 now.
Thanks,
There's
Brittany.
so many episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm liking it a lot. It's a good. It's good for when I'm on the exercise bike.
Yeah. No, it's I'm a big fan of that show just because it feels like a Twilight Zone, you know, but like
Yeah,
with
that's
with
what I was
all
thinking. It's
modern-
like a Twilight Zone or an Outer Limits, but just
Yeah.
like super depressing.
yeah, but like near future technology as well, based, not like you know what I mean. Like they try and feels more like maybe this could happen. The episode after that one there's one episode that was really bad. That was uncharacteristically bad. That I was like, shit. Let me think of what. But what was your favorite moment or episode so far, without spoilers?
I think the first one, just because
Yeah,
this politician is being blackmailed into fornicating with a peg on live television. And it's just like so tense all the way through. Like this anonymous person that's putting him up to it is controlling the game like some sort of saw puppet with such precision, and you just feel totally helpless for this guy.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just that one's the like that hooks you. You watch the first episode of this series and you're just hooked. It's the episode
There
called
were-
White Bear I didn't like. It's the season 2 episode, or series 2 episode 2.
Okay, so that's coming
The
up
next
next
one.
for me.
Yeah.
Well, I
think
have
my,
that to look forward to.
I think my favorite episode was probably the memory one. So that's the episode,
I really want that technology.
the entire history of you, which is basically future technology where you're able to record everything your eyes see and like store it.
Yeah,
So you can
and you
always
can
go
like
back.
Chromecast it to any TV.
Apparently, that episode has been optioned to be made into a movie, possibly by Robert Downey Jr.'s production company.
Oh,
So we'll see. But yeah, the idea is like, hey, you can record everything you see, and then you could go back and look at your wife giving a glance to some guy, and then be like, what the fuck's going on with that? And then
Yeah.
going back to all the stuff
Just
you've recorded.
overanalyze like
the-
everything.
And just basically ruin your life, basically. Like, pick at something that is
Yeah.
probably not a big deal. But then, of course, it goes to very horrific areas. It gets real bad. But the episode
Yeah.
White Bear is not great. It's got a twist that I didn't like, and I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. Like, and like the acting is like over. I don't know. It's just not good. Like, there was no like emotional like connection to any of the characters. There wasn't anything like it. Just like the episode before that, the one that you just watched, or I don't know if you finished it, but like Be Right Back
I've
is
got
just
a couple minutes. Yeah,
absolutely one of the most like emotionally like
That-
heartrending things you've ever seen.
yes, it's emotionally one of the best ones.
It's
But
just and it's sort of real.
just,
like
I'm just like I can't suspend disbelief on the technology enough, I guess. Like it seems too fantastical.
uh-huh.
Whereas like everything else seemed like pretty doable in the near
Yeah.
future.
Well, like the plot of this
But
one is
realistic.
basically her husband dies in a horrible accident, like car accident. And she's terrible, and her friend's like, hey, there's an online service that allows you to talk to the deceased by using all of their online communications and social media. Like, we can make
Yeah.
like a
So
chat,
that part, like a
chatbot, basically.
chatbot,
that already basically exists.
that's coming.
like that could exist
Chatbot
now.
memorials have to be coming soon.
She gets an email from him supposedly, and she's fucking like, you signed me up for this. And then of course she's having issues, and she's like, oh, fine, maybe I'll do it. And they do that, and she starts chatting, and then they're like, hey, actually, we can talk on the phone, because like a recorded phone conversation, and gets like a voice duplicate. And it's just like, and then she spends all day, with an earpiece in her ear, just talking to him all day. And then it just moves on to, well, actually, we can do, I thought they were going to do a hologram with that. But it pushes it to another more physical manifestation. And I don't want to spoil it, because you definitely have to watch it, because it's fucking awesome. The show's just so gross.
There is some good comedy in that more physical manifestation. Too.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm just, it's just a little bit more of a fantasy than near future sci-fi kind of thing.
And it's kind of like, oh man, I'm sad because I'm reading that the episode 3 of season 2, people said they think it was the weakest one. So
Are you
and I got that
are you
coming
saying
next.
white bear or wipe air?
White Bear?
White bear.
Yeah. And supposedly the
it's like
Christmas
polar bear.
episode that they did is incredible. After that, and then of course,
Is that one
next-
on Netflix? I wasn't sure if that was like
Yep,
a special.
It's on Netflix. Yep.
Okay, good.
And season 3 is going to have 6 episodes, and that's debuting in like a week and a half. So on
That
Netflix.
is that's why I started watching these, because it's been on my list for a long time and it's just been top of mind.
Well, Matt, the first episode,
I need something to watch in between Westworld episodes.
the first episode of that has your girlfriend in it.
Which
That's
one?
not Coe?
Nope, Bryce Dallas Howard. Your Jurassic World girlfriend.
I don't
Starring
think
in
she
that
was
one.
one of my girlfriends, but
I don't know, man. You're always
Yeah.
talking about how great that is. So,
those
you know.
was mostly Chris Pratt.
Wow, that episode is written by Rashida Jones, Michael Schur, and Charlie Brooker. That's insane. I'm looking forward to that. So, do you know Michael Schur as well? He plays Mose on The Office, but he's also one of the main writers on The Office and Parks and Recreation, which he co-created with Greg Daniels. So, he's a really funny comedy writer. And Rashida Jones also wrote it, who you may know from The Office and other NBC television shows, such as Parks and Rec. So, that sounds interesting.
John Hamm in a season 2 episode.
He's in the season 2 Christmas special, White Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It seems like they've slowly been ramping up the star power, and it looks like the newest season's got some pretty big names in it too. So I'm just super excited. This show is just so awesome. So good. Anyway, I guess Charlie Brooker has written every single episode, or at least had his name in the credits as part of the writing staff. So it's kind of his deal. I love it. So I'm glad somebody else is also watching it, and it's on Netflix, so you can watch it anytime. I don't know. Is there anything else before we do a cruise?
I don't have anything else.
Let's cruise it up.
Probably.
Howard Stern's penis. Let's koozie it up.
Gonna be a,
Don't-
is it gonna be a
don't
rip
don't-
roaring one?
Don't give me a copyright
Or,
strike,
I'm trying not to.
Adam. I had to save this one because you're involved.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. Oh wait, oops.
That is not it. 2004, February 17th, Tuesday. Hey, Coos, how's it been? ... Lots to talk about. I will not say anything to catch up. I don't feel like writing at all. Wow, what a dick I was. Well, hey, I voted
The
today.
goes over to you, man.
I voted for Dean because he's the only real Democrat in the running. Kerry and Edwards are trying to straddle the fence. ... Today started off weird. I actually got a lot of sleep. More than 10 hours. It was great. Let's see here. Second hour, I had dance class and danced with the girl I had a crush on. Ooh. Let's see here. I'm going to try and talk to her tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, I did not. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. We'll call her Karen. Karen. I'm changing the names of the innocent for safety.
For your safety.
For everyone's safety, for God's sake. I got a new...
Karen.
fucking Karen. What the fuck? She's crazy as well, so I dodged a bullet on that one. I just want to say that at some point later, when I got over Karen, we met each other at some point, and we were talking, and there was a book.
She stabbed you through the forearm with
No.
the scissors.
We were at a Walmart or something. I remember it was some sort of event thing. And there was Hillary Clinton had a book, and she said, "I can't believe that she's running for president. I don't think a woman should ever be president." And I realized that we had
That's a fucked up thing to say.
we had different values and expectations of humanity that were too far to get across. Anyway, that's a funny story about that crush. So Kyocera KX114 Phantom. Ooh. My egg phone. If I remember when I got this phone, I said this looks like an alien poop. Like an alien pooped this out.
Like a giant Tamagotchi.
I also partook in forensics again. My group and group presentation forensics received 24 2024. Woohoo! What else can I tell you?
Do you think the listeners know what forensics is? because
It's like a high school.
It's where you go to a crime
CSI,
scene. And
yep.
you solve
Yep, that's it. Yep.
crimes
We
with speeches,
my
like
gr-
really passionate speeches that solve crimes.
my group Wayside School, which was the I think text from that book we like presented in like a spoken word fucking white person beat poetry kind of thing.
a little jealous because I had to do oratory, single person 8-minute speech. I was boring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I did radio speaking before this, but like
did I.
our school was like, if you want to get the fucking 5 stars and be part of the cool kids, you had to join one of these like 5-person like
Yes.
reading teams.
Did you have a
They always
friend
did well.
letter jacket?
No, but anyway, what else can I tell you? Wait, let me give my best Civil War accent for this. I have Mambo number 5 stuck in my head now.
And now I've got it.
Because, Adam, I don't know if you remember this, but when we did high school dance class, when we did the swing dance,
Yes.
like, listen, they only had Mambo number 5.
That was the only swing song they ever played.
So we heard it like 100 times a day when we were doing that. It was terrible. Let's see here. The dance today lowered the ask-out mood to 50-50. So apparently the dance did not go over well with my crush. That's amazing. I'm predicting the excuse is, I'm not ready to date anyone yet. Bullshit, I say. We'll see if I'm correct tomorrow. Hopefully. No. Yes. Also today, I went to St. Vincent de Paul. It's a thrift store in Schulzberg, where I bought some classical music records. I was a fucking ladies' man right there. Buying some classical music records at a thrift store.
On vinyl.
A black tie and some duck-shaped slippers, which I still have. Those are fucking badass. Well, it's late. I have to clean the litter box. I will leave you with a list and pictures. Let's see here. My crush is Karen. Yay, nay, chances. 50% either way. And then I wrote some really bad bullshit that I'm not going to talk about. It's
Talk
too much.
about it.
It's too much.
Do it. Do it.
No. It's
Do it.
anime nerdy. Okay, so I was into the anime Neon the Genesis Evangelion.
I've watched one episode of that.
Good. It's an anime about teens fighting in robots.
Like all the animes.
So if you're a moody teen, you know about I guess it's psychology. It's I guess Freud came up with this originally. It was called the Hedgehog's Dilemma. You know what I'm talking about, Adam?
Yeah.
So it's
I've heard
basically
of that, but I don't remember what it is.
So it's basically a metaphor for the challenges of human intimacy, saying basically 2 hedgehogs want to get close to each other to share heat, but they have to remain apart because if they get too close, they'll spike each other, basically. So even though they both
Did you know that hedgehogs have one of the largest penis to body size ratios of any land mammal?
Yeah, well, I didn't when I wrote this, but I basically explained what the hedgehog's dilemma was. I was like, we're too afraid to get close to each other, even though we all want to, basically. And so I was talking basically about how I was afraid to ask girls out because I didn't want to get poked, basically. Even though I wanted to do the poking.
You wanted to do some poking.
Yeah, of course, but I didn't want to get poked. So let's see if there's any more, but I think that was it. So I'll share the pictures. I have a picture I drew of 2 hedgehogs poking each other, getting hurt.
Like poking each other or poking each other?
No, just like literally standing next to each other with spines and one of them saying "ow." So no metaphor there. It's a couple months later. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I talked about a car crash. All right, anyway. We'll get to that later. Adam, you weren't involved in that episode at all, so I think the one I was saving was the one that we did last week anyway, because somebody who was in the chat requested it.
Nah.
Anyway, well, I don't know. Does anyone else have anything before we head off into the great dark night?
Can you check the email real quick to see if we got any viewer emails?
Oh, we
Listener
never
emails?
do.
I know, but
What's the email,
Check 'em.
TJ? How can people contact us?
people
Tell
can
them that while
contact
I'm
us
looking.
at bitecast@gmail.com or go to borninthE80s.net and leave a comment.
Yep. Or you can go to the contact us feedback page that Adam set up. And you can get that. No comments, just some plugins to update on WordPress. God damn it, I was a fucking loser in high school. No wonder I didn't get laid. But you know.
Neither did I.
Let's see here. Oh. All right, and with that horrific sign of the apocalypse, the podcast is ready to end. Website is borninthE80s.net or partyplatypus.com. Still works, apparently. That's an old website name. You can follow my YouTube where these episodes are posted. I think it's just YouTube/John Bro. Something like that. Anyway, check me out. Twitter, John_Danger. I tweet. Everybody else, tell your shit. Let's end this.
Everything's
Adam
Matt
Ham.
Haig music. Matt Haig music everywhere.
All
All
right,
the places.
Matt Hag Music.
Twitch.tv/MayofMay
Oh yeah, Twitch.
or Twitter.com/MayofMay84 or just at MayofMay84 there. I have a
Yep.
YouTube channel. There's nothing there.
You don't even put your Twitches over there.
I don't put my Twitches over there. I need to upload the video of me destroying pop boxes of those pop vinyls because I just
yeah?
hate pop collectors. Yeah,
Oh wow, Funko Pops, no good.
I own 3 of them personally, and I'm done. I'm not like those people who have like 300, but I immediately took them out of the box as violently as possible and just destroyed all the boxes.
Nice.
Just to rustle the jimmies of people who are really big into collecting them.
I don't get it either. They don't look very good.
It's
Adam?
a cheap collectible that's easy to get started into collecting.
Adam, what's your thoughts on Funko Pops?
I don't know. Some of them look kind of cool. The Back to the Future ones look kind of neat, but
That's the thing. That's
Because it
how
has
they
a
get you.
it has a DeLorean too.
See, there's a. What does that have? The giant face and eyes too?
No, I don't think.
No, but no, it's a Pop Rides. It looks like a DeLorean, and Marty McFly comes with it.
Oh, it
Yeah.
just sits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like the way the Funko Pops look. They have fucking lifeless dead eyes.
I think I don't know. My mileage varies with them. I think some of them look kind of cool. Most of my, I think there probably doesn't need to be a Funko Pop for everything that
Yeah.
there is.
Do you want to get
This
the
is Pac-Man.
Castiel Funko Pop? Because it's a Hot Topic exclusive. Hot Topic exclusive. That's the people you're
they
dealing
have-
with.
Do they have Demon Dean? Deanman?
Deanman? That's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Everyone's a demon at some point or other in that show, though. So
Everyone dies, but not for long.
that's right.
Well, Steve/Castiel was a Funko Pop that wasn't exclusive because he was at my store for a while.
Got it. I would like to mention, I think I'm going to make Lauren start watching Supernatural. So
I've never seen it.
She's never seen it?
No.
Lauren would love it.
I know she would, which is I was like, we probably should watch this. You'd like it. I mean, it's got
Just
fun
tell her it's a
music.
spiritual successor to the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls guys.
Oh yeah, they kind of have the talk. Wait, what?
Padalecki.
Gilmore Girls guys are in it.
Padalecki.
Oh, he was in
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls?
Yeah.
Dean from Gilmore Girls is
No,
Sam. in
Jared.
No,
Supernatural.
Dean. No,
Or Sam. I mean.
Yeah, but his character in Gilmore Girls. Don't even test me on my Gilmore Girls knowledge.
Okay.
His
All right.
character name was Dean.
Demon. What was the song I had for him at? When we were
Yeah, that's
watching it?
basically what it was.
Demon.
Demon.
Demon's gonna fuck up all your shit. You did. All right. Thanks for listening, boys. I'm gonna stop the broadcast.
What the fuck? 50 DKP minus!